Flosstube, it's Tiffany with Tiffin Stitches. How are you guys? I also have a little munchkin. You want to come say hi? You don't? You're going to be shy? Yeah. Okay, well if you hear videos in the background, it's because my little one is behind me. I'll move so you can see him. He's back there. He's laying down relaxing before bed, but I wanted to jump on here and get a video done for you guys because it's been a little over 2 weeks since I filmed last. There's a couple reasons for that, and I'll tell you guys like a little update about my life. But it is Monday, March 12th, and we are about to go to bed, but I just wanted to show you guys what I've been working on and everything that I've got, because the biggest part of this video is going to be a haul. So that should be fun. I have notes so I don't forget anything. So my weekly update, there's a couple of exciting things that have happened, and it's a 2-week update really. The reason I've been kind of away is because my Etsy shop, I think I told you guys I own an Etsy shop, has been really busy, and I'm actually going to be shutting it down for a little while just because my day job is really mentally draining, like it's very tiring. I leave work every day, sometimes late, and I'm just worn out. I'm really busy all day, and I don't even hardly get up out of my desk. So I just don't want to come home and work anymore. It was something I started as like a form of therapy and as a distraction for some things that were going on in my life, and I don't feel like I need that distraction anymore. I feel like I'm in a really good place, and yeah, I just want a little bit of my me time back. So that's what I'm gonna do so I can stitch more and I have more to show you guys. But I don't have a whole lot of progress to show you this week because of that reason. I had a big sale, kind of like a closing my shop sale, and I've been filling orders in all of my free time. So, you know, it's important to fill the orders and make the customers happy. So I'm working on that. Sorry, my shirt's all funky. So it's been madness. Like, the Etsy shop's been crazy. But also I got some good news. My little brother, who he's not so little anymore, he is 26. Yeah. He was born in 91 in October. So yeah, he's 26. He had moved in April of last year. He had moved to Colorado, just like up and decided he wanted to like have a change in his life. And so he moved to Colorado, and he just called me last week and told me that he's moving home next weekend. So I'm really excited. He's not very excited about it, but I'm really excited to get to spend some more time, and that little man back there is really excited to have his Uncle JJ back. So that's the kind of the life update stuff. Another kind of cool thing that happened that I wanted to tell you guys that I thought was pretty awesome is I got to meet someone from Flosstube. So I was watching Kellyanne's video on Friday, and she was talking about something, and just kind of in passing she mentioned that she might stop by the LNS in spring. Well, I live in Spring, and I think I had heard her say she lived in Texas at some point, but I didn't know what part of Texas or like where. And so when she said that, I was like, wait a minute. And I kind of, you know, she said, but we might stop by there on Saturday on our way into Houston. And I was like, oh, she's definitely talking about my LNS. And so I commented on her video, and I was like, are you going to 3 Stitches? Because that's my LNS that I go to. And I was planning on going on Saturday to see like what new market releases they had and whatnot, which I'll show you in my haul. And she was like, yeah, hey, yeah, that's the one I was talking about, but I don't think I'm going to make it because I don't think we're going to have time before the rodeo. And I was like, wait, you're going to the rodeo on Saturday? I'm going to the rodeo on Saturday. And I was really excited. So we started chatting on Instagram, and then we eventually exchanged numbers, and I told her, I said, hey, listen, I'm already going to 3 Stitches because I have to go there for my own personal reasons. So why don't I see if I can find the thread that you're looking for, and I'll bring it to the rodeo since we're going to be in the same place. So long story short, I got to meet Kellyanne, and it was such a pleasure. I don't know if you're watching this, but hey girl, and I just really enjoyed meeting you and like your generosity. She ended up letting us sit with her, and so it was so much fun, and it was really great to meet you, and it was such a fun kind of turn of events in such a small world, and just that we ended up being in the same place at the same time when it's a freaking sold out show, 75,000 people, and we, you know, got to meet. So that was exciting. That was a fun kind of a little thing that I wasn't expecting to happen. So any hoot, I do want to do a couple of shout outs today. Obviously Kellyanne is one of them. She's such a sweetheart. She's great. And it was just really such a pleasure meeting her. So if you guys haven't checked her out, which I'm sure you have, but if you haven't checked her out, then I'll have her channel linked down below. Definitely go check her out. She's awesome. And she lives really close to me, so that's awesome. The second one is Gulf Coast Stitcher, and I know I don't need to give her a shout out, but there is a personal reason why I want to shout her out, and I want to give her a big thank you. Julie is kind of taking the Flosstube world by storm. I know a lot of people are shouting her out, and her channel's growing really fast, which I think is so awesome. But she showed me just a friendly gesture that was completely unwarranted and unnecessary, but I'm so grateful, and it really made like my whole month. Like it was just really, really kind. She, I guess, watched my videos. I'm not sure how she found me. She watched my videos, and she reached out to me on Instagram, and she asked me if she could send me a little something. And I don't know why, I don't know what spurred it on, but I was like, sure, that is so awesome, yes. And so I'll show you guys. She sent me a little package. And it came with a Victorian Motto Sampler Shop thread, and purple is my favorite color, if you can't tell, and it's like a pinky purple, and so it doesn't have a name on here. I'm not sure if it's maybe an older one or what, but I love it, and I can't wait to use it. So she sent me that. And then she wrote me a super sweet note, and just so sweet. And then she made me, it says she made them, I think, or she told me in a message that she made them, 2 needle minders. And how freaking gorgeous are these? They're like old brooches, I think, and she turned them into needle minders. So there's that one, and then look at this one. So anyways, it was just really, really sweet of her to send me those, and just thoughtful, and I like out of nowhere, and I'm just really, really, really grateful. So Julie, keep an eye out because you have a little card coming your way in return, and I really appreciate it. So I definitely want to give her a shout out. If you've been living under a rock and you haven't heard of Julie at Gulf Coast Stitcher, go check her out on YouTube and Instagram. And then I wanted to give a shout out to Fat Cat Flossing. And she's also pretty well known in the community, and I'm sure you guys have known her or seen her videos. If you haven't, again, she's linked below. But I also have a connection to her, and this is like the cool thing about this community is getting to meet people and finding out what you have in common. And somehow me and Leslie, we are from kind of the same area. She lived in Victoria, Texas, and I was born in Bay City, Texas, and so I was born right on Matagorda Bay. And if y'all know Texas at all, it's kind of, I moved here to Houston when I was 2, but that was where I was born. And then my grandma and my dad grew up, and my grandma still lives in Aransas Pass, Texas, and so we would drive through Victoria to go visit my family in the Corpus Christi area. And so, you know, Leslie and I got to talking, and just we had some different things in common. I think we've started different conversations, but I think in her, not her last video, but the video before, she mentioned 3 stitches, and she was doing like a haul from the 90s. She said she got it in the 90s at a shop in Spring that she didn't know if it was still open, and I was like, it's still open, I go there. And we kind of started talking, and I was telling her that I heard she mentioned she was from Texas, and I was like, you know, what part? And she said that she's from Victoria, and I was like, have you ever been to it's a Czechoslovakian bakery called Prosex? We used to call it Frajex all as kids, like when we were kids growing up. But it's off of Highway 59 going towards Corpus Christi through Victoria. And she was like, I love that place, it's so awesome. And so we just had those little connections. And so I just want to give her a shout out, say hello to her. And she shouted me out on her channel, which is so, so sweet. So yeah, I feel like I'm just making so many friends. And then the last shout out I have, I actually heard of this channel from Kansas City girl in a Colorado world, Julie. she shouted them out, and I went and checked it out, and I am telling you guys, it's such a cool thing that this channel is doing. So if you have not gone and checked out Gigi in Stitches, you need to drop everything. And I'm going to say the same thing Julie did. You need to pause my video and you need to go watch Gigi in Stitches, because the way that she has her videos formatted is that her 16-year-old daughter sits with her and she does sign language throughout the entire video. And she says in the first video, which you'll have to watch from the beginning because she explains it a lot, but she's basically studying to be a sign language interpreter, and she feels that it is really important that the deaf have access to the same media and information as the hearing do. And so her mom is the one that stitches, but as a 16-year-old girl, she sits with her mom for 30 minutes to an hour and signs the entire time so that anyone in the deaf community could watch their videos and be able to understand what's going on. And I think that that is awesome. So definitely wanted to shout them out. I subscribed, and I just feel like that concept deserves so much support. So go check them out if you have not. So those are my shout outs this week. I hope you guys like those channels. I think they're pretty awesome. So I'm going to show you guys what I did, some progress, and it's not very much progress, but it's a little bit of progress. And then I'm going to show you some haul. I have a lot of that. And then I'm going to talk about my plans. So my first and probably my most progress was done on Beauty and the Beast, because you guys know I'm trying to knock that out. You've seen the pattern, but I'll show you again. So that's the pattern. And this, it's still in the hoop, sorry guys. But this is where I have gotten to. So Belle is coming to life. I've gotten, like, I added some green down here. I finished the cupcakes, I think, since the last time I saw you guys on here. Oops, my needle minder's all blocking it. I started the teacup down here, and then mostly worked on Belle, and I need to get her finished. But so she's kind of been where I've been focusing, but I haven't gotten as much progress as I would have liked. I just haven't had the time to stitch, which makes me really sad. But give me a few weeks. Etsy shop will be closed, and I will have all the time. And I'm so excited. So that's the first whip. The second whip is I joined the, I haven't joined the Facebook group, which I probably should. I don't get on Facebook ever. And so it makes it really hard for me to remember to, like, log on and join a group, because I just don't get on it. I don't have the app on my phone. There's personal reasons why I choose not to have Facebook, really. I have it, but I just don't utilize it. I haven't posted on there in, like, God, over a year. But the Bewitched Stitches, I digress, the Bewitched Stitches group on Facebook is doing a Edgar Allan Poe sal. And I started seeing everyone's kind of videos and posts, like Michelle Garrett from Bendy Stitchy, and Pam and Steph are joining in, and McKenna's joining in, and I started seeing all these people talking about it. And I'm subscribed to Dark Side Stitcher, and anyways, I started hearing a lot about it. And I was like, I want to join in. That sounds like fun. I want to be a part of the group. So I have a little bit of progress. I didn't go mainstream with my pattern. A lot of people are doing similar patterns or the same patterns. And I wanted to do something a little bit different. So I went on Etsy. And you guys know I like the little, it's called the Little Stitcher. And she had this, I think it's a crow. The Crow and the Moon is what it's called. But I felt like it could be, you know, interpreted as the Raven. And so I picked this pattern. Those are my threads that are in there. And I'm going to chart a quote, an Edgar Allan Poe quote, to go on the bottom and kind of extend the pattern down, which once I have that charted, I'll show you guys. But this is my progress on that. So I've got this branch going, I've got the top border completely finished, so that's the end of it. It goes like that. And then the moon, I'm working on the moon, and the bird starts right here. So I've gotten the moon down to, like, where the bird's head starts. And then this is part of my haul, but I got a needle minder that matches the pattern. So that's all I've done on it. It's not like a ton of progress, but I got it started since you saw me last, and got that much done. So I should have already had it finished. It's not a big pattern. I just haven't had a lot of time to stitch. And then the last thing, I feel defeated. I'm just going to tell you guys. I mean, my mom, I talked about it with my mom today, and she says she thinks it looks okay, but you guys know I've been working on Farmhouse Christmas Little Red Barn, and I had every intention of having this done, but I stopped working on it because I got frustrated, and I want to get y'all's opinion. So I was trying a new method with starting a loop start on my projects, because I was knotting it, and I went over this already with you guys, because that's how I learned when I was little, and then I had trouble framing my sister's piece, and so I was like, I need to research how I'm really supposed to start these things, and then I found the loop start method. Well, the loop start method doesn't work very well with variegated thread, come to find out. And I thought, like, when I started it, I thought it was going to be a little bit of an issue, but I was like, maybe it'll look okay, and I'm just really kind of bummed out with the way the red in the barn is looking, because, I mean, you guys have seen this pattern, but it's supposed to be pretty variegated across the barn. Well, because I folded my thread in half to do the loop start, my barn is like a really, really solid red. Like, there's very little variegation in it. So I'm just bummed. Like, I don't feel like it has the same effect. It has a little bit of variegation, but just not a lot. And so I'm like debating over here whether or not I have enough red thread to rip the barn out and start over. And I don't know. You guys tell me down below if you think I should, because I just want it to look pretty. I have to show you guys the whole frame I got at Michael's. I was totally enabled by Jessie Marie Does Stuff, or Jessie Marie Does Stuff, I think. But I want it to be perfect, and it's bothering me that it doesn't have the strong variegation like the thread has. It just kind of turned it into a solid color. So I stepped away from it to try to figure out what I wanted to do. So if you guys have an opinion, let me know down below. But that's the only 3 projects I worked on. So like I said, I didn't get a whole lot done this week. Kind of a bummer. But I bought a lot of stuff. So there's that. Good little segue into the haul portion of this. Alright. So I have a couple of different things to show you. Today was like Christmas. If you follow me on Instagram, then you already saw my post, and you've gotten a sneak peek of this haul. But I'm going to show you guys that part of it a little bit later. So like I said, I did go to 3 Stitches this week because I was going to see what market releases they had, and then I picked up those threads for Kelly, and I also picked up some stuff for Pam from Pam and Steph, Just Keep Stitching, and I am shipping that to her, which so y'all will see that in her video. But I was really excited to some of the finds I had that I knew that she wanted. So my LNS just had lots of stuff. If you guys are in the Houston area, 3 Stitches is the bomb. But I picked up some of the new market releases, and then I picked up a couple Lizzie cakes, because they still have a good number of Lizzie cakes. So the first market release that I got was Country Cottage Needleworks Spring Birds. I think that is just so cute and bright, and I want to stitch it right now. I'm so excited. But I just think it's beautiful. So there's that. And I got fabric in the rest of my haul that I'm going to put that on. And I also kitted up all the threads, which I should probably just show y'all the fabric so that y'all can see. But these threads are so beautiful. And I don't have the DMC pulled. I just kitted up the fancy floss. But freaking, oh, look at it. It's so pretty. This one, oh my gosh, this thread gives me life. It is Classic Colorworks Cool Azul. So pretty. And then there's Eve's Leaves. This one is like super variegated. Pumpkin Harvest. Can y'all see like the different colors in there? And this one's really variegated too. It's called Carrie Berry. It's got like really light pink and really dark pink. And then this one is called Crushed Pineapple. And then it has some DMCs that go in it too, but these were the only fancy flosses that the pattern called for. So I went ahead and picked those up. Super excited to start that, and I'll show you guys the threads up against the fabric I picked out for it in just a little bit. And then the 2 Lizzie Kates that I got the Seasons number 171. It's not too bad of a glare there. So I'm really excited. I think Chelsea's stitching this one right now. But yeah, I don't know when I'll start them, but I just really wanted to have them. And then I got one for my mom for Mother's Day. Shh. Hopefully she's not listening. But I got her this. I'm going to make her that. That was so pretty. It didn't come with the buttons though. So I'm going to have to try to find some buttons. If maybe I can order them from Jabco. I think they're Jabco buttons. Yeah, they are. So I'll have to try to find those buttons. But I'm going to make her that. It says, mothers hold their children's hands a while, their hearts forever. Thought that was really cute. So that, and then the last one, I'm so excited because I'm going to be stitching this in a SAL with Gulf Coast Stitcher and Joan, Mama Joan and Kelly. I don't know who else is participating. I haven't dug that much into it, but I got the Prairie Life sampler from Heartstring Samplery. I am so excited. I grew up, my first book I ever read, just a little small fact about me, I was in kindergarten and I read Little House on the Prairie. So it's just really nostalgic, and I think that it's such an awesome pattern, and I'm excited to stitch it with these ladies. I don't even think Kelly and Joan know that I'm joining, and Julie just recommended it to me, so I told her I would. But I picked that up. They had that one. So I've got to get the threads. I haven't yet. I have some of them, I think, but I have to kit this up. But I'm gonna do that so that I can start this SAL here soon. And I think I'm gonna stitch it. I think I might have some fabric already that I'm gonna stitch it on. I'm not sure 100%, but got that. Then my order, I had pre-ordered the second pattern in the Farmhouse Christmas, and that came in from Needle Case Goodies on Etsy. And so I got that. You guys have seen it. I really like Priscilla, I'm going blank, I'm tired. Priscilla's conversion with the 2 horses. I really like that. But I don't know. I might just keep it as is. I'm not sure. But I really like that she did 2 horses. It looks really cute. So I got that. And then I bought a pattern on Etsy from Stitchrovia. And I really, really liked it. And I think that it will go awesome in my kitchen once I buy a house. And I got this one from Stitchrovia. And I'll read it to you guys. It says, "The kitchen is the heart of the home." I thought it would look really cute in my kitchen. So I'm going to stitch that someday. I don't know when, but I got it. Okay. And then I showed you guys my Raven needle minder. It's from Flying Frog. Oh, shoot, I don't know. I'll link it below. But you guys saw that just to show you again. And then she sent me a freebie. I already had one of these. I just stuck it on here. But she sent me this freebie, another Alice in Wonderland one. So sweet of her. The Flying Frog Stitchery. That's what it's called. And then I got this one, and it goes with a Lizzie Kate pattern I've already showed you guys. But it's the same quote. She believed she could, so she did. And so I was like, I have to get that because I can use it on that project, which I just got fabric for. So I got those from Flying Frog Stitchery. And now, oh, I have a lot of haul, sorry guys. And then I saw that the Blessed Stitcher, Heather Moore, she posted up some D-Stash stuff, and she was like, the first person to say they want it, I'll invoice you on PayPal and you get it. So I bought this from her, and she sent me such a sweet note, and she sent me a thread as well, which is right here. She sent me a color and cotton hand-dyed thread called Amethyst, which you guys must watch my videos because y'all know that purple is my favorite color. So she sent me that just as like a little gift, which was so sweet. And then I got the Tiny Tidings, ooh, that one, number 186. So I'm excited. Those are really cute. Make some little ornaments. So I got that from her. And then before I get into the super good stuff, I got a couple of freebies. They're Barbara Anna freebies. And I've just been on a hunt for freebies. And so if I see any that I like, I print them just because, you know, you never know when they'll get taken down and one day I might want to stitch it. So I found this one. It's called House on a Hill. And it's got little sheep. I don't feel bad showing you guys this because it's free. So you can go search Barbara Anna on Barbara Anna's blog or on her website. And this was on there. It's got little sheep on the hill. I might darken up some of the colors on here, make it a little bit more vintagey, but yeah, it's a cool little sampler. And then this one is called the Small House Sampler. So it's just got a little house on it. It's got some words and then an alphabet. It was free. So I was like, why not? So I got that. All right. So into the mother load. Today was like Christmas. So on February 7th, I placed an order with Picture This Plus, and I probably should have like thought about market and all of that, but I just got my fabric today. Today's March 12th, so it took a little over a month to get to me, and I was really excited because they didn't send me a shipping notification that I saw. They said they would, and I never got one, so I was like, oh, like today I even looked, and I was like, man, I'm not gonna get my fabric, and then it was in the mailbox, so I don't know what happened there. But I got 5 pieces of fabric from Picture This Plus. All of it is Lugana 32, well, not all of it's 32 count. I have a 128 count and 32 count. Where's the other tag? Yeah, the rest of them are 32 count. So 128 count and the rest are 32 count Lugana. So I got and they're all 13 by 18 cuts. So I got Ale, Picture This Plus Ale. And then I got Dwarf, which I really like. It's like a, there's kind of a glare. It's better. You can see like the marbling in it. It's like a darker, kind of a darker blue. And then this one's so pretty. This one's probably one of my favorites out of the batch. It is called Dawn, and it is like, I don't know if the color is coming across. It's a dark, kind of a dark green. Murky green kind of color. It's really, really pretty. I can't tell if you guys can tell that that's green. Is that better light? It's green. It's really, really pretty. And then this is the only one I got in 28 count, and this is called Sorbet. How pretty is that? I already know what I'm stitching on this, and I'm so excited. Actually, I already know what I'm stitching on most of these. And then this is the one I was telling you I got, and I'm gonna stitch my little spring Country Cottage Needleworks, the Spring Birds houses one. It's called Haven, and it is like a bright marbled blue. And I'm gonna show you guys. I gotta find where I put the threads just now. Let me see if I can, sorry, I'm trying to get this situated here. How freaking pretty is that gonna be? I can't wait. I just want to start it. It's gonna be so pretty. And even though these colors are like, are very, very close, I think it's still dark enough with the variegation that it's gonna pop. We'll see. Who knows? But we're gonna try. So I got that is my Picture This Plus haul. Those are all the pieces I got so far. Who knows? But I think I'm gonna stop for now. I need to stop for now. And yeah, I love them though. So I mean, you guys love Picture This Plus. I'm preaching to the choir, but great. Those are awesome. And then the other Christmas present I got today, it's like Christmas, is my Victorian Motto, my first Victorian Motto Sampler Shop monthly subscription threads. And I got both the primitive, six of the primitive and 6 of the limited. So I also joined her Fabric of the Month club. So I think I'll be getting that later this week because it was supposed to ship on the 9th. So these are the primitive colors, and you guys have probably already seen these, but I love them and I'm going to show them to you anyways. So there is this really pretty mauve-y purple, and it's called My Potpourri. And there's no DMC conversion for this one because it's variegated and it's like, it's really, really pretty. And then this one is called Barely Pink. And I'm going to hold it up to like my shirt because I feel like it's like gives it a contrast, but it has like a very like variegated light pink tone to it. And there's no DMC conversion for that one. This one is called Old Cambridge, and it is, I don't know if it's going to come out on camera, but do you see the pink in there? Oh, it's like a brown, pink to brown kind of a color shift. No DMC conversion for that. This one is one of my favorites. This one is like, oh, it is so pretty. It's called Southern Belle, and I don't know if you can see like the light teal in there. Oh man, I love it. No DMC conversion for that. This one is called Copper Rose. It's like a rose gold, coppery, obviously, color. Really, really pretty. And these are so soft, you guys. This is the best decision I've ever made. I already can tell you. I haven't even stitched with it yet, and I already know. And then this one is called Campbell Clan, and it does have a DMC conversion, but I'll show you this back side. There's some pretty decent variegation. I don't know if you can make that out, but it's kind of got an olive tone in it. It's really pretty. So those are the primitive colors. Yay, I'm so excited. I can't get them back in the bag. Hold on. I don't know why I'm worried about keeping them in the bag, but bloop. Okay. And then these are the limited edition colors for the month. I just got the 6. I think you can get 12. I think all in all you can get 24 total threads, but I just got 12 for $27. Really not bad. And they're 20 yard skeins. You guys already know this. 20 yards, 12 skeins of 20 yard thread for $27. Okay, so this is the first one. This one is called Tropical Wonder, and it's not super variegated. There's a little bit of variegation. I think it'll show up more when stitching, kind of a grass green to more of like a teal-y green, but that one's really pretty. This one is called Shades of Coral. You can see kind of a dusty rose to a brighter coral color variegation in that. Really pretty. I'm just gonna keep saying really pretty because I'm obsessed. This one is called Blarney Green, which I love that name. So it's just like a lime green with a little bit of color shift, but not too much. This one is called Tahitial Floral. So it's really pretty. It's not quite solid. It's got a darker kind of a color in it. And then these are my 2 favorites from the limited. So Coastal Seaweed is by far my favorite. Do you guys see this? With the gray tones and the, oh, I can't wait. I don't know what, I just want to put this on everything. It's so pretty. It's gonna be so pretty. And then the other one is Old Salem Spell. And I do not know if this is gonna show up on camera, but it's not really showing up. Wait, maybe there. It's like a gray to navy kind of a variegation. It's really, really pretty. Really pretty. Like, I was thinking about doing my raven on my crow, the bird on my pattern in this color. It's supposed to be a brown color, but I'm like, dude, this would look so pretty. Because of the blues and the blacks, I feel like that's like the perfect color for a crow or a raven. I might just do it. I don't know. I think I might. So yeah, that is my Victorian motto thread for the month. So excited. So excited. Made my day to get those. Okay. And then the last thing we have to talk about are my plans. So obviously Beauty and the Beast is still going to be a focus piece, and I plan on getting more stitching done this week, hopefully. I still have a lot of orders in my Etsy shop. Not even going to lie to you guys. And I feel a little guilty stitching when I should be working. Even though I work all day, I have a day job, and sometimes a girl just needs to relax. I still feel bad. So I don't know how much time I'm going to have to stitch this week. I'm hoping that I have a little bit more than I did the last 2 weeks, because I want to get a huge chunk of Beauty and the Beast done. So that's going to be my main focus, but I also still want to keep working on my Crow and the Moon, because I really am enjoying this pattern a lot. I want to get this top section at least completed. Get the moon a little bit more white on the moon done. This is probably, maybe I'm going to work on this tonight before bed. It's just easy to pull out. It's smaller. It's, you know, it's just easier to work on at night. And then I'm hoping to get up maybe not this week, maybe next weekend, I'm not sure, kit up the Prairie Lay sampler so that I can start that stitch along with the ladies. So those are kind of my plans, and that's really all I have to show you guys today. I need to get to bed. This little one needs to turn off his videos and go to sleep. Don't you, Bug? Hey, will you come here? Will you pause your videos? Come here really quick. Please? Please? Will you go show your mashem I got you? You don't want to show your mashem? He's such a bummer. You're such a bummer. Just kidding. He's just tired. Okay, well, I love you guys, and I hope that you have a wonderful week and that you get way more stitching done than I'm going to get done, because God, I wish there were more hours in the day. But I love y'all, and I will talk to you next week. Bye.